to Jamar Shaw.
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Resolution, the council of the city of Chester does resolve that it does hereby authorize the Department of Accounts and Finance to refund the sum of $335.50 to Linda Barnett Ward, 3908 Gideon Road, Brookhaven, PA, 19015, which represents overpayment of 2019 rubbish fees for the properties located at 721 Caldwell Street, Chester, PA, 19013, and 720 McElvain Street, Chester, PA, 19013.
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Resolution, the council of the city of Chester does resolve that it does hereby authorize the Department of Accounts and Finance to refund the sum of $16,013.33 paid to Antoinette T. Jordan for the property located at 219 East 24th Street, Chester, PA, 19013, which represents money from fire escrow payment.
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Resolution, the council of the city of Chester does resolve that it does hereby authorize the proper city official to enter into demolition fund agreement DF-19-60B with Delaware County Council, Office of Housing and Community Development for the demolition of the following 10 vacant single-family lighted structures located within the city of Chester. A, 1104 through 1114 Thomas Street. B, 1306 Sun Drive. C, 1007 and 1009 West 8th Street. And D, 2301 Providence Avenue. Further, that it does hereby authorize the proper city official to execute all documents necessary for this project for and on behalf of the city.
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Resolution, whereas the redevelopment authority of the city of Chester owns the real property located at 1401 Perkins Street, folio number 49-02961-00 in the city of Chester, the property. And whereas the redevelopment authority of the city of Chester has sold the property, the quitclaim deed to Shoshana Drain to be used as a side yard. And whereas the redevelopment authority of the city of Chester has requested that the city of Chester consent to the sale of the property. Now therefore, the council of the city of Chester does resolve that it does hereby authorize and consent to the sale of real property located at 1401 Perkins Street, folio number 49-02961-00 to Shoshana Drain in the amount of $600 for the sole purpose of being a side yard. Further, that the appropriate designated officer or officers are hereby authorized to execute and deliver such agreements, deeds, transfer tax affidavits, or other documents as may be necessary or appropriate to consummate the sale of the property on the terms and conditions as set by Chester City Council.
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Resolution, the council of the city of Chester does resolve that it does hereby authorize the proper city official to accept the 2019 DEPA Greenways Grant Funding Award from the County of Delaware for the Berry Bridge Park Improvements Boat Launch Project. Further, that it does hereby authorize the proper city official to execute all documents necessary for this project for and on behalf of the city of Chester.
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland.
Yes.
Resolution, the council of the city of Chester does resolve that it does hereby authorize the proper city official to enter into contract number C 72946 from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Department of Community and Economic Development for the city's LED lighting initiative to upgrade existing lighting on public streets and within public parks in the amount of $175,000. Further, said grant shall be in effect from July 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2021. Even further, that it does hereby authorize the proper city official to execute all documents necessary for this project for and on behalf of the city.
So moved.
And second. Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
City of Chester 2020, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, note resolution. Authorizing the issuance of tax and revenue anticipation notes, Series 2020. Authorizing designated officers to approve the form of and execute and deliver the notes. Authorizing and directing the following of proceedings with the Department of Community and Economic Development, providing for the payment and security of the notes, providing for a paying agent and seeking fund, making certain federal income tax covenants in respect of the notes, authorizing acceptance of a proposal for the purchase of the notes, appointing bond counsel, authorizing further actions and ratifying prior actions, and repealing inconsistent resolutions.
So moved.
And second. Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Resolution, whereas as part of the city's Act 47 Economic Recovery Plan, the city desires to implement an early retirement incentive program for certain officers of the city.
So moved.
And second. Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Resolution, the council of the city of Chester does resolve that it does approve and order payment of a series of bills and refunds as prepared by the Department of Accounts and Finance and is shown on expenditure approval list dated December 9th, 2019, attached hereto and made a part hereof, subject to approval from the Department of Accounts and Finance.
So moved.
And second. Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Bill number 10, first reading was on November 27, 2019. Ordinance number 10 of 2019, an ordinance of the city of Chester, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, pursuant to the authority granted by the Home Charter, reenacting the earned income tax for the year 2020, as set forth in Article 303 of the Codified Ordinances of Chester, Pennsylvania, 1978, as supplemented and amended in its entirety without substantial change except for an amendment to section 303.02 entitled Imposition of Tax to impose a tax of 2% for 2020 for general revenue purposes on salaries, wages, commissions, net profits, and other compensation earned by non-residents of the city of Chester for work done or services performed or rendered in the city of Chester, and to establish the earned income rate at 2.75% for 2020 on salaries, wages, commissions, net profits, and other compensation earned by residents of the city of Chester, providing for the administration and enforcement of the ordinance, and imposing penalties for violation thereof.
I move that we pass bill number 10 on its last reading.
I second that we pass bill number 10 on its last and final reading.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Bill number 11, first reading was on November 27, 2019. Ordinance number 11 of 2019, an ordinance. An ordinance of the City of Chester, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, pursuant to the authority granted by the Home Rule Charter, reenacting without substantial change the business privilege tax for the year 2020. As set forth in Article 307 of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Chester, 1978, as supplemented and amended in its entirety, which imposes a tax for general revenue purposes upon persons, firms, companies, and corporations engaging in certain business within the City of Chester, except for the amendment to subsection 307.02A, entitled Rate and Basis of Tax, of section 307.02, entitled Tax for General Revenue Purposes of said business privilege tax, to set the said rate of tax at 3.0 mils for retail and 2.0 mils for wholesale, and repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances inconsistent herewith.
I move that we pass bill number 11 on its last and final reading.
I second that we pass bill number 11 on its last and final reading.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Bill number 12, first reading was on November 27, 2019. Ordinance number 12 of 2019, an ordinance. An ordinance of the City of Chester, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, pursuant to the authority granted by the Home Rule Charter, reenacted without substantial change for the year 2020, the local services tax, as set forth in Article 305 of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Chester, Pennsylvania, 1978, as supplemented and amended in its entirety, which imposes a tax for general revenue purposes upon the privilege of engaging in an occupation within the corporate limits of the City of Chester at the rate of $52 per year.
I move that we pass bill number 12 on its last and final reading.
I second that we pass bill number 12 on its last and final reading.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Bill number 13, first reading was on November 27, 2019. Ordinance number 13 of 2019, an ordinance. An ordinance of the City of Chester, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, enacting a tax rate for the year 2020 on all real property at 32.7712 mils and fixing the library tax at 1.5 mils.
I move that we pass bill number 13 on its last and final reading.
I second that we pass bill number 13 on its last and final reading.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes.
Bill number 14, first reading was on November 27, 2019. Ordinance number 14 of 2019, an ordinance. An ordinance of the City of Chester, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, amending subsection 925.021 entitled Fees of Article 925 entitled Refuse Collection of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Chester, 1978, as supplemented and amended by updating the fee to $175 for subparts A1 and A2, and repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances inconsistent therewith.
I move that we pass bill number 14 on its last and final reading.
I second that we pass bill number 14 on its last and final reading.
Are there any questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilors Williams?
Yes.
Morgan?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Mayor Kirkland?
Yes. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
You're welcome.
At this time, we'll open the microphone for public comments. If you have public comments, we ask that you go to the microphone, state your name, your address, and your public comments. We have a full house tonight, so we're asking that you would abide by our 3-minute rule, so that all might have an opportunity to speak.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Ron Williams. I live at 2627 West 6th Street. I come here in behalf the water company about 3 years ago. Come in the front of my house and tear it up. They sent Pat Turner down there. He said, because the water was running, I could hear it in my cellar. I tell Pat Turner they got to turn that water off. He said, you can't turn people water off. But the water was breaking, the pipes. And it still messed up and getting worse. They didn't cut the water off and they fixed it. But water still, you know, deteriorating. Like when it rained, the whole damn sidewalk dropping. And the city was supposed to come back and fix it. The water company. They ain't been there yet. So now I need my, in front of my house fixed up, just like they would fix other people's house up. If you ain't in the right clique, they don't do nothing for you.
Mr.
And
Brown,
I'm not gonna be in no clique to get nothing done.
Mr. Brown, what's your address again?
2627 West 6th Street. Come anytime, you can take it. Couple of guys been down there and take pictures, but they give me a thing to fill out. I take pictures, I send it over to City Hall, and then over there to the water company. Ain't nothing been done yet. I'm tired of fooling with them people. They look like I have to take another step further. And I don't like to do that. You're supposed to be able to go along together and get things done.
What we would do, we can contact the water company. I can contact the water company and tell them what the situation is. Or we can, as Councilwoman said, we can send one of our supervisors down there and address the issue. And hopefully they will come out correctly.
I hope so, because I need that fixed. If it's ice up again this year, snow been in the front of the house today a little bit. I don't want to be slipping and sliding and fall in one of them holes in the front of the door. And another thing I like to say, in this city, I don't understand it. I've been here 56 years. And these kids standing on the corner and stuff like fleas, and people, I went to Delport the other day to pay my water bill. Not the water bill, the sewage bill. And they got some little young fellas coming out of there. How them fellas getting a job and I know, 10 or 15 of them fill out an application online in different places, and they ain't get a job there.
Mr. Brown, I couldn't answer that question. That's
Well, how did they bring all them little children in there? So not to serve her.
Mr. Brown, I can't answer that.
Well, somebody should be able to answer.
We probably can get that answer at the Delcora County, Delcora meeting.
Well, I thought y'all meet with them so often.
No, we don't.
Okay, well, I'm sorry now.
You saw that?
Now, another thing. Like around in this city, like all this trash, old dresser, mattress. Go around through Wilson Street, come all up through there. It's a disgrace when y'all got truck running along the street. And the guy, their job should be just clean up, not go and pick up no 4 or 5 pieces. If a truck load there, they should load it because it costs too much money for gas. And that's taxpayer money. They should clean up as they go.
Mr. Brown?
Yes, sir.
One of the things that we've just implemented, a lot of times when our men go out to pick up debris, especially mattresses, they are not covered. And if they're not covered, there's a possibility that our workers will be infected or infested with bed bugs. And so we put in guidelines whereby residents have to wrap some of their stuff. That's one. The second thing is, we clean, I've seen our men clean these alleyways 2 and 3 and 4 times. And persons will come and drop their stuff in the alleyways, and for some strange reason, nobody ever sees them.
Well, I have turned some of them in, and a lot of them say, one night I was out front, I turned them in. The guy said, the mayor out there, y'all must go out the other way. I know that for a fact.
They said the mayor out there.
Yeah, they're talking
They're
to
talking
me.
about you.
Yeah, 'cause I always walking around through the neighborhood.
good to have an extra set of eyes, I appreciate it.
Yeah, but they're supposed to charge my $1,000 even to take the truck, but they didn't do it. And that boy was from Chester County. They got them old raggedy house right there, they be fixing up on them, they dump anyway. They just clean up in the back of my house, but when somebody dump 3 loads. And
Well,
like you said, when
if
you
you-
come there and get it from the front of my garage.
If you see him and you let us know, Mr. Brown, we're gonna make sure we're there.
Okay.
Also about the bulk trash, we have a system whereby people are supposed to call in downstairs when they put their pieces out. And that way we go by a list, you know, whoever calls first. And then on some cases, I think we have 1 or 2 days allocated where we, will pick up what we see. So in this case, it's been out there for a while, Mr. Brown?
The mattress stuff on Wilson Street and different things been out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that policy y'all had over here.
Yeah, we do.
But
And
y'all
the
should do-
mattress is not covered, but we'll
It's
pick
give
that
people
up.
bags, like, I know Delaware and different places give them bags, South Carolina, they give them bags, put them on that tree.
I'll send
I
somebody
even
down
got
to
dumpster.
see what it looks like.
Yeah, because that don't look good in the neighborhood at Christmas time.
You're right,
Yeah.
you're right.
Although I don't celebrate it, but it's Christmas time. One more thing I wanna ask you, and I'm saying. Now, 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago maybe, I was coming down 9th Street, I leave the gym, coming down 9th Street. And in my car, I get the smell like this, like gas, natural gas when you burn in your house. I rolled out my window, and that stuff burned me in the back of my throat. I don't know where they kept, I think they kept it come from somewhere else in pipeline. So if something happened to you later on, what can you do? You know, cause that happened to a whole lot of people, cause I talked to quite a few people about that gas. So what can you do?
That's still under investigation with the DEP, Department of Environmental Protection, because down on your street, a few times, we had a very heavy gas smell there. And they were trying to find out where it was coming from and had thoughts that it may be blowing across the river from Jersey side, but it's still under investigation.
I get to South Carolina Sunday night, and it smelled like antifreeze was down there. Where they come from, that trash and steam?
It's under investigation.
Because it looked like y'all should shut that thing down for at
Mr.
least
Brown,
6
it's
months.
under investigation.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Hey, how you doing?
Richard Fontaine, 112 Street, Chester. Hey, listen. September 19th, my son got shot 6 times coming home from Scott High School. Now,
From where?
coming home from Chester High. Now, when I went to the hospital, they had that joint locked up like, you know, like it was Fort Knox. They had helicopters, this, that, and the other. I couldn't even get in the hospital to see my son. Now, this is 2 months later. And I'm wondering, you know, nobody sent the, you know, get well call, no teachers call, how your son doing, Mr. Fontaine? Now, this is a kid coming from Chester High. So, a couple cats I know didn't think I was gonna come. I just wanted to ask you, I mean, you know, the mayor didn't contact his parents. How your son doing, Mr. Fontaine? He got got shot coming home from Chester High. How your son doing? No matter what he was into or what he did, he was a 15-year-old kid that, you know, got shot coming home from high school. So I just wanted to come over here and ask, you know what I mean? What's being done about that? I mean, I don't know what he into and what he ain't into, but it was my son, you know what I mean? I ain't no perfect man, but I wanted to ask you, what's being done about that? Nobody contacted me at all. Now this is my son. He go to a public school. They got, you know, it's called Chester High. You represent Chester, so what's gonna be done about that?
You ready for me to answer that?
I wish you would. I'm waiting.
I'm trying.
Let's have it.
Well, number one, sir, first of all, it's unfortunate that your son was shot. We take that very seriously when anybody's injured in our city.
I mean, I can't tell you.
Well, yeah, I thought you would let me answer.
Let's have it.
As I was saying, we take it very seriously when anyone is shot in this community. We regret that it has to happen, that it happens. Unfortunately, it does. not only just in the city of Chester, but throughout this country because of gun violence.
I'm not talking about
Time.
in the city. I'm
What?
talking about my son getting shot coming home from high school in Chester, PA. 2 months ago, he was 15 when he got shot. He turned 16 September 21st. That was the Saturday. He got shot 6 times. The doctor told me 1 out of 20 people lived through what he went through. You know what I mean? He walked around with a bag on. Now, you talking about the country. I'm not talking about the country right now. I'm talking about Chester. What we talking about right now. Nobody contacted his father, his mother. No teacher contacted me. Is your son getting his, reading, writing skills properly? Nothing. I'm not talking about the country. I'm talking about right now in Chester. Now I'm gonna let you talk.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Number one, we don't educate kids here in City Hall. This is not the schoolyard. So I don't know what
But you the man, you represent Chester. No, I'm not trying to offend you or nothing.
You have.
Okay,
You
well,
wanna
we're
go.
talking. I mean, you
asked-
easily offended
You
though.
asked me for a response, and
Why
you will
you get
not,
like that though?
you will not let me
Oh,
respond
I'm
to
sorry.
you.
Let me step back. All right, I'm sorry. I'm a little flustered.
And I can understand.
I ain't never done like this before, and I'm
Sir,
I'm gonna work with you.
Look, I can understand.
I'm gonna work with you.
I got children, I got
I'm gonna
grandchildren.
let you talk.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate when folks let me talk. As I was saying, unfortunately, if no one contacted you, if none of our officers have contacted you or said anything, then that's very unfortunate. I will look into that because I'm over the police department. I head the police department. I will talk to my commissioner and ask my commissioner. Yeah,
It ain't like that, is it?
no.
I mean,
Let
hey.
me.
Is it like that, though?
It ain't like that, but it's just a disagreement, just courtesy, just respect.
Oh, no, I ain't getting like that. I'm asking a
I know,
question.
but every time you talk, you cut him off, so it's like.
I mean, I use this public thing. All right, but you
That's
right.
what I'm-
I know when I went to school with him, boy.
Listen. I will talk to my commissioner.
Yeah.
I will try to find out about the situation, why no one has contacted you or the mom or the family members, if that is the case. And if you leave me a number, I'll make sure I get back with you.
That's it.
I don't know what else you need to do, sir.
I mean, I was looking for a balloon parade or something. I came over here, give me something. Like Mr. Font said, we investigate the situation. We gonna get to the bottom of this. I need something more than that. I mean, my man walked up like I was ready to run down on you, but that ain't my case. I just wanted more. I mean, that's more. I'm just a regular dude trying to, I want you to be like, Mr. Fontaine, we gonna get to this. Yeah, I'm tired of this. I mean, give me something. Make me feel good about walking out of here, about coming over here.
Miss Fontaine, we gonna get to this. We gonna get it
That's
straight.
fake joint.
Would you ask me?
I mean, I'm being sincere.
When I'm trying to be sincere, you won't let me.
Alright,
This is what I'm gonna do for you. This is what I'm gonna do for you. I am going to talk to my
I'm being
commissioner.
professional.
I'm gonna talk to my commissioner.
Uh,
Can I do that at first so I can at least find out where they are? If they've moved on the investigation, or if they've reached out to any of their family members. And I'm sincere about the fact that, let me tell you something, it's important that we take care of our young people, especially our young boys, our young men. Because they're going into the grave and they're going into the prisons far too often. And so we gotta do everything we can to keep them alive. I sympathize with you.
Thank you.
I really, really, really do. So, I mean, I will talk to my commissioner. I will talk to the commissioner. You give me a number so I can get back with you. Or either you can call me, either or, and we'll go from there.
That took a lot for me to get up and do this, you know.
I'm proud of you.
And I'm just saying, I ain't that type of dude, but being as I did, I feel better about it.
And
I'm hoping I handled it right. I'm gonna hear it tomorrow from some of my constituents. But I'm hoping I handled it right.
You did.
Come on, man.
Come shake my hand, brother.
I mean, I'm gonna hear that, because I don't know if I handled that right or not.
You did right well.
Come on, man.
You did right well.
Good evening, Mayor Kirkland and council. My name is Cyclone M.A. Simpson. I live at 1030 Potter Street in Chester, Pennsylvania. I know a lot of people in here know me and know some of the things I've done. I'm one of the guys that was able to get a Villanova degree by being incarcerated in Grateford and coming out and completing my degree for a program they got inside of Grateford. I also was able to obtain my associate degree and go on to pursue my master's degree. I've been out of jail. I came out of jail in 2000 and was in the halfway house. I probably haven't had an arrest in over 35 years. I guess I'm what you call like a long-term offender because of one of those sentences that I served. But since I came out, I basically tried to reinvent myself and become a productive citizen. One of the things I've worked with is people that are re-entering into the community out of the prison system and at the halfway houses. And I've also helped work with people that are presently on parole and probation. But most recently, I've been working with people that are doing what we call, we're exiting the system. And what I mean by that, I've been working with people that work with the Pardon Me Clinic. I myself have been in the process of attempting to obtain a governor's pardon from our governor. There's a whole segment of people like me here in Chester. I know right now there's at least 10 individuals that are attempting to get a governor's pardon that haven't had a conviction in at least 10, 15, 20 years or more. Some of them are females and some of them are males. So this evening I was asked to come over and talk about some of the things that I spoke today about at county council. And starting in January, I'm going to start trying to assist the new council in helping with the exit me process and what we call the Pardon Me clinics. And I'm just looking forward to my community, my council. I've already talked to Mr. Kirkland and Ms. West about it. And if anybody's got any questions about it and interested in helping those that are trying to totally clear the record, speak to me. There was just a guy on the news, David Shepard. A lot of people may be aware of that. David Shepard, I was in Grateford with David Shepard. David Shepard came to Grateford probably 2 years into one of my sentences. So I know him. David Shepard basically he actually has one on the case that is such of a controversy. The DA on that case was actually the DA on one of my cases, and it was what caused me to be popular around here because of the notoriety on the case. So he's doing what is called a commutation. Commutation deals with people that are incarcerated. But when you're already out on parole or your parole is over, you have to seek a governor's pardon, and it's a basic process with the application that only costs $8. A lot of people aren't aware of it. So if anybody has anybody that they believe deserves a pardon, as I believe I do, because once I get my pardon and then my record's totally clean, I'll be able to get better jobs. And that's what I'm here to just bring that to your attention. All right, thank you very much. And I'll be speaking at County Council on January 7th about those that seek governor's pardons.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, and the people. Good evening, sir. I certainly after difficulty there comes ease, and we want to deal with a lot of problems. We want to be.
What's your name?
Name is Amin Abdul. Salim, I live at 240 Pastor Street. We want problem. Let's look at this word right here. Probe, problem. Probe into it with an intelligent mind. So we want to come to an intelligent mind. So certainly that we can rid ourselves of all these problems and be, and move forward and with the right mind. So our Lord wants our mind, liberate the thinking so that we can be more effective. We can move forward. because as it is now, I'm thinking it's confined, very close. So let's look at this time of year, Christmas, or let's say a child is born. Let's look at this statement very quickly here, sir. A child is born. Now, this idea or this focus, this theme. Okay. Now we want to concentrate on this. A child is born. No, didn't say a bird or okay. I'm sorry, I'm really rushing through it. It says a child, okay, a child. It didn't say a bird or a fish or anything else. A child, the emphasis on a child is born. Now we can hold to that, but we're not allowed to hold to that because of the deterrence of commercialism. Yeah. Come merge back into this. Leave that. That's the problem solver. A child is born, that's going to rid the world of all these problems. Now, can you imagine if we allow that to go forward and be true and sincere to that? But we don't. We are not allowed. Come back, commercialism, merge back into this, away from that. This. Come merge here. Now. So we certainly want to stay with this idea. We want to hold firmly to it. We rid the world of all its problems, to have the mind to probe into and effectively deal with all the problems in the world. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Even in that, there's joy, but we'll get with that later. The deterrence, right? Even the wise men have played a very significant part, very important part. You know, we go at Christmas time, they come with gifts. They give the gift of the child, a gift and all that. The child, they're wise men, and they wisdom, not all this crazy stuff. Okay. Now, we're going forward. We're not going back and merging and never, and do not go anywhere at all, except in bad way. So, bottom line. So, the wise man, intelligence, good mind, man, a young child is born, a mind, a young, fresh, clean, decent mind, innocent mind is born to carry the world, rid the world of its problems. The wise man come with the gift. He didn't come with alcohol wrapped up with ribbon and bow and all this. He come with intelligent gift, helping the situation move forward. But my mother, my bottom line, or our mother, they used to take the children, the child, hold up to the child like this. I will not take the world before you. Hold the child like that. And guess what? They did not. And they got some mercy to us. It is said by my son, there was come a time that more attention would be given to raising dogs, than it would be given to raising the children. Step along. I wasn't be that. Step along. And certainly, for bringing tears to your eyes, right? And this is something that we come from that. Yes, sir. Inshallah, I did hear the whistle there, the bell, but certainly, a child is born. A child is born. A child is born. I thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. Thank you. Hearing and seeing no one else at the podium, this meeting is now adjourned.